Dear learners, I extend a warm welcome to each and every one of you as we gather here today for the enlightening video lecture on the captivating subject of the refrigeration cycle and refrigerants, a comprehensive exploration. In this modern era, refrigeration stands tall as a foundation technology that permeates our daily lives and leaves permanent mark on numerous industries. It is a phenomenon that silently contributes to our comfort, convenience, and progress. Today, we embark on voyage of knowledge, diving deep into the intricate working of the refrigeration cycle and unveiling the crucial role of the refrigerants play in the facilitating this process. As we progress through this video, we will venture beyond the surface level understanding of refrigeration and delve into the profound principles that underpin its functioning. Together, we shall explore the mechanisms that allow refrigeration to transform our environments, making our homes cozy and inviting, preserving the freshness of our food, and enabling the smooth operation of various industrial processes. Through our comprehensive exploration, we aim to equip each one of you with an in-depth comprehension of inner working of refrigeration system. By the time we conclude our journey, you will possess a profound understanding of the intricate web of process that contribute to the seamless operation of refrigeration technology. However, our exploration does not end here. As conscientious individuals who recognize the significance of sustainable living, we must also turn our attention to the environmental consideration related to refrigerants. The choice of refrigerants is pivotal as it directly impacts our planet's well-being. Throughout history, refrigerants have evolved significantly, driven by both technological advancement and environmental concerns. It is imperative of us to examine the various types of refrigerants that have been used over the years, their properties and their environmental implications. By shedding light on this aspect, we will gain a comprehensive perspective on the impact of refrigeration system on our ecosystem and the steps we can take to ensure a more sustainable future. Get ready everyone, we are about to start learning about refrigeration. It's going to be an exciting journey where we will discover how this amazing technology works and amazed by its details. Before we embark on this intellectual journey, let us take a moment to meticulously outline the multi-layered objectives that lie before us in this video. By the end of our time together, our foremost goals are to equip each and every one of you with an all-encompassing comprehension of intricacies of the refrigeration cycle and to illuminate the profound significance of refrigerants within this context. Our journey will commence with comprehensive exploration of fundamental principles that underpin refrigeration technology. We will unravel the intricate dance between temperature, pressure, and transfer of heat, demystifying the core mechanism that allow refrigeration to transform our environments. Together, we shall witness the magic unfold as we grasp interplay between compression, condensation, expansion, and evaporation that drives the refrigeration cycle. As we progress further, we will meticulously dissect the components that form the backbone of the refrigeration cycle. From compressor to condenser, evaporation to expansion valves, which will examine each element to intricate detail, unrevealing the roles and functions within this intricate symphony of refrigeration. Through this comprehensive exploration, you will gain the profound understanding of how these components interact and collaborate to ensure the seamless operation of refrigeration system. However, our exploration does not halt at the boundaries of technical comprehension. we shall delve into the realm of refrigerants, illuminating the diverse characteristics and environmental implications associated with different types of refrigerants. We will navigate through the historical development of refrigerants, tracing their evolution from chlorofluorocarbons to hydrochlorofluorocarbons, and eventually emerge of more environmental friendly alternatives such as hydrochlorofluorocarbons and natural refrigerants. It is of utmost importance that we delve into the intricacies of these refrigerants, for they bear a significant impact on our environment and well-being of our planet. We shall explore their properties considering the factors such as ozone depletion potential (ODP) and global warming potential, that is known as GWP. Moreover, we will scrutinize the environmental regulations and protocols that guide the uses and disposal of refrigerants, highlighting the importance of responsible and sustainable practices in this domain. By this time, we conclude our intellectual expedition. You will have amassed a treasure trove of knowledge about refrigeration technology, its intricate working and application across various industries. Armed with profound understanding of the refrigeration cycle and the impact of refrigerants on our environments, you will empowered to make informed decisions and advocate for responsible practices in the realm of refrigeration. So let us embark on this intellectual odyssey, embarking the vast expanse of knowledge that awaits us. Together we shall unravel the mysteries, uncover the marvels, and emerge enlightened as we navigate the captive world of refrigeration and pivotal role it plays in our lives and the global community. Now let us discuss about what is refrigeration. In simplest form, refrigeration is the remarkable process of extracting heat from a substance or an area, thereby reducing its temperature. This process holds incredible significance in our lives, enabling us to accomplish a multiple of feats, from safeguarding perishable goods to creating pleasant indoor surroundings and facilitating essential industrial operations. When you think of refrigeration, various practical applications come to mind, each contributing to our daily lives in unique ways. Consider, for instance, the storage and preservation of food. Refrigeration systems ensure that our groceries, fruit, and vegetables remain fresh for extended periods, reducing spoilage and allowing us to enjoy their flavor and nutritional benefits for longer duration. Beyond the scope of our everyday lives, refrigeration finds its indispensable place in various industries. For example, in pharmaceutical field, refrigeration serves as vital means of preserving medications, vaccines, and other temperature-sensitive medical supplies, ensuring their effectiveness and safety until they reach the hands of patients in need. Chemical processes also rely on refrigeration to facilitate the reactions, control temperatures, and enhance manufacturing processes. These are just a few examples of vast array of applications where refrigeration technology plays a transformative role. It is a remarkable force that touches our lives in profound ways, ensuring the preservation of goods, fostering comfort, and driving industrial progress. So, as we embark on this journey, let us keep these practical applications in mind. Let us marvel at the ingenuity and significance of refrigeration, recognizing the countless ways in which it enhances our lives and enables process in diverse domains. Together, we shall explore the inner workings of this remarkable process, uncovering the mechanism and appreciating the impact it has on our daily routines, on our well-being, and the development of society as a whole. In the grand tapestry of our lives, temperature control emerges as a vital thread that weaves its way through numerous aspects of our existence. At the heart of this intricate web lies refrigeration, a remarkable technology that empowers us to maintain ideal temperature for the multitude of essential purposes. When we think about refrigeration, one of its most crucial roles becomes apparent: the preservation of food freshness. Imagine a world without refrigeration, where perishable goods become an relentless march of time, their quality deteriorating rapidly. By harnessing the power of refrigerants, we can keep our food fresh for extended periods, ensuring its taste, texture, and nutritional value remain intact. From dairy products to meats, fruits to vegetables, refrigeration acts as a stalwart guardian, preserving their goodness and extending their shelf life. But the impact of refrigeration reaches far beyond our kitchen and dining tables. It extends its behavior touch to the realm of healthcare, playing a pivotal role in safeguarding the efficiency of medicines. Numerous medical supplies, such as vaccines, insulins, and certain drugs, are sensitive to temperature fluctuations. Without refrigeration, these life-saving substances would lose their potency, rendering them inactive or even harmful. Through the meticulous temperature control provided by refrigeration systems, we can ensure the integrity of these medicines, empowering healthcare professionals to deliver safe and effective treatment to those in need. Furthermore, the manufacturing industry owes much of its efficiency and progress to the wonders of refrigeration. Many industrial processes rely on precise temperature control to achieve optimal results. Chemical reactions, for instance, often require specific temperature conditions to occur at the desired rate or yield the desired products. By harnessing refrigeration technology, manufacturers can fine-tune the temperature settings, unlock new possibilities, enhance productivity, and maintaining the quality of their products. As we reflect upon these aspects, it becomes abundantly clear that refrigeration is more merely a convenience or luxury, but indispensable force that propels numerous industries and daily activities forward. Without refrigeration, the delicate balance of our food supply chain would be disrupted, medical advancements would falter, and manufacturing process would suffer setbacks. So let us pause for a moment to appreciate the profound impact of refrigeration in our lives. Let us recognize the magnitude of contributions from preserving the freshness of food, ensuring the potency of medications, and optimizing industrial endeavors. Now let us discuss the very principles that underpin the remarkable phenomenon of refrigeration. At its essence, refrigeration rests upon a fundamental concept: the transfer of heat from a region of lower temperature to a region of higher temperature. To comprehend this intricate process, we must delve into the realm of thermodynamics, a realm governed by the laws that dictate the behavior of heat. Within the realm of thermodynamics, one of the key principles that guide refrigeration is the principle of heat transfer. According to this principle, heat always flows from a region with a high temperature to a region of lower temperature. It is its natural tendency of heat to seek equilibrium that serves as the foundation of refrigeration cooling effects. So, how these principles come to life in the context of refrigeration? Let us delve into the inner workings. A refrigeration system comprises of several essential components that work in harmony to achieve the desired cooling effect. These components include a compressor, a condenser, expansion valve, and evaporator, each playing a crucial role in the refrigeration cycle. The journey begins with the compressor, which acts like the heart of the system. The compressor extracts pressure on the refrigerant gas, causing to increase its temperature and energy. As a result, the refrigerant transforms from a low pressure gas into high pressure gas, primed and ready for next phase of the cycle. Next, the high pressure refrigerant gas flows into the condenser, where it encounters a cooler environment. As the refrigeration releases its heat to the surrounding, it undergoes a transformation, transitioning from gas to a liquid state. This process is known as condensation. is vital as it allows the refrigerants to seed the heat it absorbs during the compression stage, thereby reducing its temperature. Now let us embark on an exciting journey into the realm of theoretical models that provide us with valuable insights into the intricate working of refrigeration. Among these models, one of the fundamental and widely recognized one is the Carnot cycle. This remarkable model serves as a benchmark for the ideal refrigeration process, allowing us to understand the theoretical limits of what can be achieved. The Carnot cycle consists of 4 distinct stages, each playing a crucial role in the refrigeration process. The first stage is known as the isothermal compression. During this stage, the refrigerant is compressed while being in thermal equilibrium with its surroundings, meaning it experiences a constant temperature. This compression raises the pressure of the refrigerant, preparing it for the subsequent stages. Following isothermal compression, the refrigerants undergo adiabatic compression. Adiabatic means there is no heat transfer between the system and the surroundings during this stage. As the refrigerant is further compressed, its temperature and pressure continue to rise while its volume decreases. Next comes to the isothermal expansion stage. Here the refrigerant is allowed to expand while maintaining a constant temperature, once again in thermal equilibrium with its surroundings. As the refrigerant expands, it absorbs heat from the surroundings, resulting in a decrease in its temperature and pressure. Finally, the refrigerant undergoes adiabatic expansion, where it further expands without any heat transfer with the surroundings. This expansion leads to a decrease in both temperature and pressure, preparing the refrigerant for the subsequent cycle. While the Carnot cycle provides us with a theoretical framework for ideal refrigeration process, it is important to note that practical refrigeration systems often differ from this ideal model. Real-world refrigeration systems encounter various factors such as friction, heat losses, and limitations of components that deviate from the idealized Carnot cycle. Nevertheless, the Carnot cycle serves as a valuable reference point, enabling us to understand the theoretical limit of refrigeration and guiding us in the pursuit of more efficient and effective refrigeration technologies. By studying and analyzing the Carnot cycle, scientists and engineers gain valuable insights that inform the development and the improvement of practical refrigeration systems. Now let us take a closer look at 4 important parts of the refrigeration cycle. By understanding the roles of the compressor, condenser, expansion valve, and the evaporator, we can learn how the refrigeration works and how these components work together. First and foremost, we encounter the compressor, a true powerhouse within the refrigeration system. The compressor acts as a heart, taking in low pressure refrigerant gas and exerting pressure upon it, causing its temperature and energy to rise significantly. This increase in pressure primes the refrigerant for the subsequent stages of the cycle, setting the stage for efficient heat transfer and cooling effects. Next in our journey is the condenser, a vital component that facilitates the transformation of the high pressure refrigerant gas into a liquid state. Within the condenser, the refrigerant encounters a cooler environment such as air or water. As the refrigerant releases its heat to the surroundings, it undergoes a remarkable transition, condensing into a liquid form. This phase change from gas to liquid allows the refrigerant to shed the heat it absorbed during the compression stage, resulting in the significant reduction in temperature. Moving along, we arrive at the expansion valve, a small but mighty component that regulates the flow of refrigerants. Positioned between the condenser and evaporator, the expansion valve serves as a gateway, meticulously controlling the passage of the refrigerant from high pressure to low pressure regions. Though this controlled drop in pressure, the refrigerant is prepared to enter the evaporator, where it will embark on its mission of cooling targeted environment. Finally, we encounter the evaporator, the component where the true magic of refrigeration occurs. The evaporator serves as the site where the low pressure liquid refrigerant absorbs heat from its surroundings, but in the air or specific space they requires cooling. As the refrigerant absorbs the heat, it undergoes a phase change from a liquid to a low pressure gas. In the process, it effectively cools the surrounding environment. This cooling effect is what brings us comfort on sweltering summer days and ensures the preservation of perishable goods. As we dissect the intricate role of these four components, we begin to see the symphony of interaction that from the refrigeration cycle. The compression sets the stage by rising pressure and temperature of the refrigerant, propelling it towards the condenser. Within the condenser, the refrigeration seeds heat transitioning into a liquid stage. The expansion valve carefully controls the flow of the refrigerants, preparing it for the evaporator, where it absorbs heat from the surroundings, provide the desired cooling effect. Now let us now embark on in-depth exploration of the remarkable components that serves as the heart of the powerhouse of the refrigeration system, the compressor. With its primary role of raising the pressure and temperature of the refrigerant gas, the compressor plays a pivotal part in the overall refrigeration process. Imagine the compressor as a powerful engine that tirelessly drives the refrigeration cycle. It starts by sucking in the low pressure refrigeration vapor, which serves as the beginning of the refrigeration process. When the vapor enters the compressor, it encounters a force indicates an incredible transformation. Through the process of compression, the compressor exerts pressures upon the refrigerant, causing it to undergo a significant change. The compression action akin to squeezing a spring leads to a compression of refrigerant, reducing its volume and increasing its density. As a result, its refrigerant pressure and energy level surge, setting a stage of subsequent stages of the refrigeration cycle. This increase in pressure and temperature within the refrigerant is of utmost importance. By raising both the pressure and temperature, the compressor effectively elevates the energy level of the refrigerant, imparting it with the vigor and capacity to undertake the cooling mission. The raised temperature acts as a catalyst, enabling the refrigerant to effectively transfer heat from its surroundings. As we appreciate the importance of the compressor, we understand its crucial role in the refrigeration system. The compressor works tirelessly to raise the pressure and temperature of the refrigeration, providing the energy needed for the refrigeration cycle to cool effectively. In essence, the compressor serves as a driving force, propelling the refrigeration process forward and setting the subsequent stages of the cycle. Diligent work ensures that the refrigerant is prepared both in terms of pressure and temperature to embark on its transformative journey through the condenser, expansion valve and evaporator. Now, as we continue our exploration of the refrigeration cycle, we arrive at the next vital component, the condenser. Just as the compressor rises the pressure and temperature of the refrigerant, the condenser plays a crucial role in releasing the heat absorbed from the system into the surrounding environment. Let us delve into the inner workings of the remarkable component. As the refrigerant exits the compressor, it enters the condenser, where its transformation begins. The condenser's primary task is to facilitate the transfer of heat from the hot refrigerants to a cooler medium, such as air or water. This heat transfer process is vital for the refrigeration cycle to achieve its cooling effects. Think of condenser as a bridge connecting the hot refrigerants and the cooler surroundings. Inside the condenser, that the refrigerant faces lower temperature, which helps it get rid of the heat it soaked up while being compressed. When the refrigerant lets go of its heat, it goes through an interesting change in its state. During this phase change, the high temperature and high pressure refrigerant gas transition into a high pressure liquid state. The transfer of heat to the cooler medium results in a significant reduction in the refrigerant. This cooling effect is achieved by transforming the heat energy from the refrigerants to the surrounding environments, enabling the refrigerants to return to a liquid state. By transforming from a high pressure gas to a high pressure liquid, the refrigerant undergoes a crucial shift that sets the stage of the subsequent stages of the refrigerant cycle. This phase change within the condenser prepares the refrigerant to continue its journey towards the expansion valve and evaporator, where it further contributes to the cooling process. As we progress further in this exploration of the refrigeration cycle, we now turn our attention to another crucial component, the expansion valve. Positioned after the condenser, the expansion valve holds a pivotal role in the refrigeration process. Let us delve into the function and the vital role it plays in preparing the refrigerant for the next stage of the cycle. Upon leaving the condenser as a high pressure liquid, the refrigerant enters the expansion valve, where a significant transformation awaits. The primary responsibility of the expansion valve is to reduce both pressure and temperature of the refrigerants. This pressure reduction is essential for achieving the desired cooling effect in the subsequent stage, known as evaporator. Imagine the expansion valve as a gatekeeper meticulously regulating the flow of the refrigerant. It creates a controlled pressure drop, allowing the refrigerant to expand and transition into a lower pressure state. This pressure reduction is vital in preparing the refrigerant for the critical role in the evaporator, where it will further contribute the cooling process. Through the expansion valve, the refrigerant undergoes a transformative journey. As it passes through the valve, it encounters a drop in pressure, leading to corresponding reduction in temperature. This drop in temperature primes the refrigerant, ensuring it adequately prepared for the subsequent stage. By creating this pressure drop and reducing the temperature, the expansion valve ensures that refrigerant enters the evaporator in an ideal state. The lower pressure and temperature facilitate the efficient absorption of heat from the surrounding environment, allowing the refrigerant to accomplish its cooling mission effectively. Now let us explore the important part of refrigeration, the evaporator. It comes after the expansion valve and is responsible for the cooling process. The evaporator plays a crucial role in the refrigeration cycle by absorbing heat and causing the phase change. Let us understand how it works. Once the refrigerant leaves the expansion valve, it enters the evaporator as a low pressure liquid, brimming with potential, where within the confines of the evaporator, the refrigerant encounters a transformative environment that sets the stage for effective cooling. The primary function of the evaporator is to absorb heat from the surrounding environment. As a low pressure liquid refrigerant travels through the evaporator, it comes into the contact with the warm surroundings, be it air or substance in need of cooling. The interaction initiates the remarkable process of heat transfer. Through the phenomenon of heat transfer, the refrigerant absorbs the heat present in the surroundings. This absorption of heat causes a remarkable transformation within the evaporator. The low pressure liquid refrigerant undergoes a phase change, transitioning from a liquid state to a low pressure gas state. As the refrigerant evaporates, it extracts heat energy from its surrounding. This absorption of heat is the key achieving the desired cooling effect. The evaporator acts as a vehicle for transformative process, enabling the refrigerants to fulfill its mission of cooling the desired space or substance. Now that we have delved into intricate working of refrigeration cycle, it's time to broaden our horizons and explore the fascinating world of refrigerants and their impact on the environment. In the past, certain types of refrigerants such as chlorofluorocarbons and hydrochlorofluorocarbons were commonly used in the refrigeration systems. However, their use come at a cost of environment, particularly the Earth's protective ozone layer. This realization sparked a movement towards the adoption of environmental friendly refrigerants. In the past, CFCs and HCFCs were favored for their excellent refrigeration properties and versatility. However, it was later discovered that these refrigerants contain chemicals that pose significant risks to the ozone layers, a vital shield that protects us from harmful ultraviolet radiations. The release of CFCs and HCFCs into the atmosphere contribute to the depletion of the ozone layer, creating what is commonly referred as the ozone hole. The depletion of the ozone layer had far-reaching consequences for the environment and human health. Increased UV radiation pose risks such as skin cancer and harm to the marine and terrestrial ecosystems. Recognizing the urgency of situation, international agreements such as Montreal Protocol were established to phase out the use of CFCs and HCFCs and promote the adoption of more environmental friendly alternatives. In response to these environmental challenges, the scientists and engineers dedicated their efforts to the developing refrigerants that had minimal impacts on the ozone layer. These environmental friendly refrigerants known as hydrofluorocarbons have become widely adopted as a replacement of CFCs and HCFCs. HCFCs do not contain chlorine as a compound known as ozone depletion properties. As a result, their use has significantly reduced the risk of ozone layer depletion. To address the environmental concerns surrounding refrigerants, countries around the world have come together to establish international regulation. This regulation serves as collective effort to mitigate the impact of harmful substances and reduce the global warming potential associated with the refrigerants. The Montreal Protocol, adopted in 1987, aimed to protect the ozone layer by phasing out the use of ozone depletion substances including CFCs and HCFCs. These substances were identified as a major contributors to the depletion of the ozone layer and the formation of the ozone hole. The international community recognized the urgent need for action and committed to transitioning to more environmental friendly alternatives. Though the Montreal Protocol continues pleased to gradually phase out the production and consumption of ozone depletion substances, the commitment led to a significant reduction in the use of CFCs and HCFCs, resulting in sustainable recovery of the ozone layer. The success of Montreal Protocol demonstrated the power of international cooperation in addressing global environmental challenges. Building upon the progress made under the Montreal Protocol, the Kigali Amendment was adopted in 2016. The efforts to phase out the ozone depletion substances to reduce the GWP of refrigerants have resulted in significant changes in the refrigeration industry. Many countries have implemented regulations and standards to align with the Montreal Protocol and Kigali Amendment. These measures encourage the use of environmental friendly refrigerants and promote energy efficient practices. As a result of international agreements and national actions, the use of CFCs and HCFCs has been largely phased out. Manufacturers have embraced alternative refrigerants with lower environmental impact, such as HCFCs with reduced GWP, HFOs, and natural refrigerants like ammonia, carbon dioxide, and hydrocarbons. It is important to note that the transition to alternative refrigerants requires careful consideration. Factors such as safety, energy efficiency, and compatibility with existing equipment must be taken into account. Additionally, proper handling, storage, and disposal practices are essential to prevent the release of refrigerants into the atmosphere. In response to the regulations aimed at phasing out ozone depletion substances, the refrigeration industry sought alternatives that would have reduced the impact on the ozone layer. Hydrofluorocarbons emerged as the viable substances for ozone depletion. Substances like chlorofluorocarbons and hydrofluorocarbons. HFCs are designed to have low ozone depletion potential, meaning they would not contribute significantly to the depletion of ozone layer. However, HFC address the ozone depletion issues. It became apparent that they have relatively high global warming potential. GWP means of how much a substance contributes to the climate change over the given period of compared to carbon dioxide. It became clear that although HFCs did not harm the ozone layer, the high GWP posed a significant challenge in terms of their contribution to climate change. The transition from HFCs to HFOs require careful consideration and planning. It's essential to ensure that the new refrigerants are compatible with existing equipments and systems. Manufacturers have been working to develop HFO-based refrigerants that can be seamlessly integrated into a wide range of applications, including air conditioning, refrigeration, and heat pump systems. In addition to HFOs and HFCs, natural refrigerants have also emerged as environmental friendly options in the field of refrigeration. These natural refrigerants offer a promising alternative to the traditional synthetic refrigerants due to their excellent thermodynamic properties and minimal environmental impact. Let us explore two prominent examples of natural refrigerants, ammonia and carbon dioxide. Ammonia is widely recognized natural refrigerant that has been used for many years in various industrial applications. It has excellent thermodynamic properties, making it an efficient choice for refrigeration system. Ammonia is known as for its high heat transfer capacity, allowing it to absorb and release large amount of heat efficiently. It is also cost effective and readily available, making it alternative option for industrial refrigeration applications. While ammonia is proven to be effective in industrial settings, the importance to note that it requires careful handling and safety precautions due to its toxicity. Proper system design, maintenance, and adhere to safety regulations are essential to ensure the safe use of ammonia as a refrigerant. Carbon dioxide, commonly known as CO2, is another natural refrigerant that has gained popularity, particularly commercial and industrial settings. CO2 is a naturally occurring gas that abundant in atmosphere. It is non-toxic, non-flammable, and has low global warming potential, making it an environmental friendly choice. While natural refrigerants like ammonia and CO2 offer many benefits, it is important to consider the specific requirements of each application. Factors such as system design, safety consideration, and compatibility with the existing equipment need to be carefully evaluated. Furthermore, proper training and awareness are crucial for the safe and efficient use of natural refrigerants. In recent years, there has been a growing interest in exploring and adopting natural refrigerants to reduce the environmental impacts of refrigeration system. Research and development efforts are focused on improving their performance, efficiency, and safety, thereby encouraging their wider use. While refrigerants are crucial components of the refrigeration system, it is important to prioritize safety when working with them. Refrigeration can pose risks of mishandle or improperly managed. That's why it is essential for technicians and personnel involved in the refrigeration operations to receive proper training and certifications. Refrigeration safety training ensures that individuals have necessary knowledge and skills to handle refrigeration safely. This training covers the various aspects including understanding and the properties of the different refrigerants, proper handling procedures, and safety protocols. By equipping technicians with this right knowledge and training, we can minimize the potential risks associated with the working with refrigerants. Furthermore, it is important to establish strict safety protocols in workplaces where refrigerants are used or stored. These protocols should include guidelines for handling, storage, and disposal of refrigerants. Adequate ventilation systems and personal protective equipment should be provided to protect workers from the potential exposure of the refrigerants. Proper storage of refrigerants is essential to prevent leaks or accident releases. Refrigerants should be stored in a designed areas that are well ventilated and away from ignition sources. Additionally, containers holding refrigerants should be labeled correctly to ensure easy identification and proper handling. Disposal of refrigerants must also be done in accordance with regulations and guidelines. Improper disposal can lead to an environmental contamination and harm to human health. It is important to follow local regulations and seek professional assistance for safe disposal of refrigerants. Regular inspection and maintenance of refrigerant system can also contribute safety. By identifying and addressing any potential issues and leak promptly, we can prevent accidents and minimize the risks associated with refrigerant handling. One key area of advancement is the development of high-efficiency compressors. Compressors are at the heart of refrigeration system and play a crucial role in the refrigeration cycle. High-efficiency compressors are designed to minimize energy consumptions while maintaining the optimal cooling capacity. By using advanced technologies and innovative designs, these compressors can achieve high efficiency levels, resulting in energy savings and reduced operating costs. Another area of innovation is the heat exchangers, which facilitates the transfer of heat between the refrigerants and surrounding environments. Modern heat exchangers are designed to maximize heat transfer efficiency, ensuring that the refrigerant system operates at its peak performance. These efficient heat exchangers contribute to improved cooling capacity, faster cooling times, and overall energy savings. Intelligent control systems have also transformed the refrigeration industry. This system incorporates advanced algorithms and sensors to monitor and regulate the various parameters in real time. By continuously analyzing data and adjusting system settings, intelligent control system optimize the operation of the refrigeration system, ensuring the operates at its high efficiency under different load conditions. This not only maximizes the energy savings but also enhances system performance and reliability. One effective strategy is to use variable speed drives in refrigeration systems. VSD allows compressor and other components to operate at variable speed based on their required cooling load. This means the system only consumes the necessary amount of energy, resulting in significant energy savings. By adjusting the speed of the compressor and the components of the match the cooling demands, VSDs ensure that the system operates at its optimal efficiency and minimizing energy wastage and reducing environmental impacts. Another strategy to improve energy efficiency is through the implementation of heat recovery system. In refrigeration systems, heat is typically released during the cooling process. Instead of wasting the heat, it can be captured and repurposed for the other applications such as space heating or water heating. By utilizing heat recovery systems, business can maximize the use of available energy and reduce the need for additional heating systems, resulting in energy saving and more sustainable operations. From choosing environmental friendly refrigerants to practicing safe handling, leak prevention, and energy efficiency, every individual and organization can make a positive impact. Together, let us prioritize responsible refrigeration practices and create a sustainable and healthy environment for generations to come. Finally, I would like to extend my heartfelt thanks to each and every one of you for your attention and participation today. I hope this video has provided you with valuable insights and refrigeration cycle, refrigerants and their environmental consideration. Together, let us strive for the sustainable, efficient refrigeration practices. Thank you.